Yo,
What? You know what I hate, dude? I hate auto playing videos, man.
Yeah, me too. Day's the worst.
Especially on IGN. You try to go on IGN. It's like, oh, starts playing auto play. I just wanted to read the damn thing. I didn't want you to read it for me. Braveheart. Oh shit, that's hilarious. Coming live right now on Twitter.
Obama, do you? Let's go, guys. Come on.
I think Iams is posting some stuff about stuff.
Why does the
Oh, you
PS4
know what? I
sound
need
like
to
a
change
fucking
something.
jet engine?
Hello.
Hello.
Yours sounds like a jet engine. You got a jet engine one, huh?
No, not really. It sounds kind of
But
long.
we'll talk about that.
Like a 747 jet engine.
Mm,
I scratch my balls till I shred his skin.
Whoa, whoa.
Okay.
Okay.
That's an old Eminem song.
You scratch your balls so you shred the skin. That
Like
sounds
shred
very
his skin. Like a 747 jet engine. Ah, look how red it's been. Join us on Twitch, please. Yeah, I guess we're fine. Just us on here. Welcome to the chat room. Hi.
No.
Is there actually someone in there, or are you just saying hi to yourself?
I'm just saying hi to myself. There's nobody in there.
Okay.
I'm just making sure I was logged in. Yeah, so okay, so I guess we just roll into it. People come. If not, whatever. Jesus. You just
Twitch?
go by the
Stream
guidelines
look
of the
good.
normal
We all
shit.
good.
That's it.
Everything good.
Yeah, stream looks fucking cool, man. I like that. I like
It.
It's so funny, man. The fucking Braveheart's gonna throw me off. I'm gonna keep looking at him, wanting to talk to him.
He looks serious. Like he's
Yeah.
been raging over some games
Like-
lately.
This is not a role. This is my real life. They're just filming it.
Mm-hmm. That's what he looks like. That's his like.
Hey, we are live. Live! Lostiana Volga. I don't know what it says. Sorry, we are unable to connect to chat. Reconnecting in 2 seconds.
What the fuck?
So, do I sound clear or fine? I'm not sure. It's weird.
All right,
Here.
let's go. Let's do.
All right.
Let's start this shit.
Whoa, Brink. Don't even gotta yell at him, bro.
It's 10 minutes past. We
What?
got
Bro,
50 minutes left.
Jesus, you got it right.
Why are you
I
yelling
thought
at
you
him,
were
bro?
doing it.
Whatever. Whoever wants to do it can do it.
Just do it, man.
Welcome to episode 60 of the Horrible Gamers podcast. Today, I will be your host. Yes, Jesus, I will be your host today. My name is Sean, also known as Theycallmeiams or Iams, whichever. And I'm joined with two guys. Today's going to be a real special short episode, you guys. It's 4th of July. We're celebrating here through the podcast, and we're just going to do a short episode and have a little fun. Today I'm joined by BrinkofEternity.
I'm BrinkofEternity, but you call me Brink or whichever.
Whichever. And Jesuswalksalot.
Hello.
Hey guys, what's up, man?
What's
Not
up?
much. Games.
Games.
Oh, it didn't
Games
sound
are
like it.
games.
Games and a deadly combination of cancer and AIDS.
You didn't introduce our other guest, dude.
Oh, and we are also joined by Vault Boy, Batman, and Braveheart himself.
Or you can just call him Mel.
I'll call him Mel. Call him Mel.
He looks like a Mel.
Get real specific. Call him. So yeah, our normal yada 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 stuff. Join our Facebook group. Find us at Facebook. Just search for Horrible Gamers with the Z. Also, hit our voicemail up, 504-475-4497. That is 504-475-4497. 4497 or throw us an email at horriblegamerspodcast@gmail.com. Find us on YouTube, subscribe to us, like us, all that stuff. And on Twitter, we are at Horrible Gamers. So let's get this ball rolling, guys. What do you guys want to talk about?
Games.
Dang, Jesus, we need your energy, man. Where is it?
Anyways, I want to talk about what I've been playing this week, which is obviously a lot of PS4. I bought it last week. I went to Best Buy. I got me a PS4. I got myself a fucking microphone. I got myself all kinds of shit. Spent way too much money on this shit. I get home. I set up the PS4. Came with Batman. I haven't even fucking played Batman. I think I probably launched it. Saw like the little intro of Rocksteady, and then I was like, this is boring. Go back to The Last of Us. I've been playing The Last of Us lately. It's a fucking awesome game. Amazing fucking game. I gotta say, like I said last week, like that game just fucking pulls at your heartstrings at times, and it's like, fuck, it gets all sad and emotional. Like, I feel like I'm finding myself crying in the room alone. Like, what am I doing in here? Why am I crying? My brother walks in. He's like, what the fuck happened, bro? And I'm like, don't, just leave me alone.
Jesus, we hear all those sounds on your desk.
Yeah.
That click, click.
Don't worry about that, bro. Don't worry about that.
Well, here, since you're going to talk about your PS4 experiences, let's jump right into the question from Joey, because Joey left us the question on Facebook, and it's better to ask all this stuff before you talk about it all than after. Okay, Joey asked, I'm definitely interested in what Jesus thinks about the PS4 after having an Xbox One since launch. Has your experience with PS4 swayed you in either way, or are you still going to buy most of your games on Xbox One?
No, I will still buy most of my games on Xbox One. I definitely love the PS4. It's a great system. I mean, the graphics on the games, I guess it's the games that I've been playing on it, right? Because there's other games that obviously look the same on the Xbox One that look the same on the PS4. But I gotta say, I am very impressed by certain games that I've been playing on the PS4. More specifically, the Order 1886. I've been playing that game nonstop for the last 3 days. It's longer than 5 hours, man. I've fucking been playing this game for like 8-10 hours or something like that. I guess maybe I'm just taking my time. Maybe I'm just really enjoying it and just taking my time with it.
You probably also just passed out while playing it a couple times because you have a tendency to do that.
True.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, this game is really fucking good, dude. I mean, and I gotta say, having an Xbox One since launch day, I guess buying this PS4 now is like a new console. Like, it's a hype, for me, like an excitement. Like I have something new to play with. It's kind of like if I went and bought a fucking PS Vita or a fucking DS. It's like you go out and buy a new fucking car. You want to be out driving that fucking thing everywhere because you just got it,
A new fucking car.
Yeah.
Jesuswalksalot, he's going to do a new short video series called the 50 Meanings of Fuck. So would you say that The Order, from your experience thus far, is a console-selling game?
Yes, definitely. That fucking game being exclusive to the PS4, makes it like I mean, if you haven't played The Order, you're missing out on one of the greatest gaming experiences this year. You really are. It's so beautiful. Literally the most beautiful game I've ever played. Like, it puts Rise to shame. And I always bring up Rise because Rise was a launch title for the Xbox One. But still to this day, it's one of the best looking games on the Xbox One. This puts that game to shame. This puts Forza to shame. This puts all those other games to shame. Basically, this is like the best looking game on consoles. Hands down, The Order 1886 is one of the best looking games on consoles today.
Nice, dude.
That's awesome.
I'm glad to hear all this, man. I thought it was, a lot of people were saying, oh, if you slow down and look at stuff, you can make the game like last longer. And they made it seem like it was a chore to look at stuff. No, actually, you kind of want to look at stuff because the details. The details are.
I mean, there's a lot of parts in the game where you open a door and you walk into a room. There's nothing in the room but like a little like a can or a cup or a picture, and you pick up the picture and you kind of just look at it. And they do that on purpose to show off the graphics on it. And I always pick up the stuff and look at it because I'm like, wow, this stuff is so detailed. You pick up a picture and the guy will be looking at it, and you kind of look at the picture and like, wow, that looks pretty real. I was playing a section earlier today where you're walking through the rain, and like they zoomed in on the guy's jacket that he's wearing, and it looks like it's wet fur, man. Like it looked. I was like, damn, like most games, they don't get that detailed in their little details like that. They don't. They just don't.
Yeah, because everything's so close up. Everything is
Yeah.
So
close
how
up.
about the actual gameplay mechanics, like the shooting? How's the shooting feel and all
It
that?
feels great. It feels great. Yeah, it feels good, dude. It feels like it's a third person game, so you're behind the guy the whole time. It's
Are
a
you like
cover based shooter, so you're basically getting to cover a lot, kind of like Gears of War. Basically, you're getting to cover a lot and you're shooting.
are you liking the dual shock?
Yeah, it works great. The guns in the game are amazing. They're very unique weapons. They have the thermite gun. You shoot like a cloud of thermite, and then you shoot the flare at it, and it starts catching everything on fire. You have the gun that's like it shoots like electricity at the enemies. You have another gun that's like shoots like a mine at the enemy, and then you can detonate it remotely when they walk by it. Some revolvers are really powerful in this game. And the one is like a shotgun. It shoots like two freaking shotgun shells at the enemy at a time. Um, Gotta say though, the game does prove a challenge even on normal. Maybe it's because I'm not used to the PS4 controller. Maybe I just suck at shooting games nowadays. But there's a lot of times where I'm playing a section, more specifically sections where like there's 50 or more enemies coming at you. They just keep coming and coming and coming, and you think you're done, and you start going forward, and then like 50 more start coming out of the walls, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, no section. It gets pretty hard because you have shotgunners. They run at you with the shotguns. Then you have the guys with the heavy armor. They're wearing like this fucking. They look like knights. They're wearing like knight armor, and they're running at you with like fucking special weapons. And then on top of that, you got all the other regular guys shooting at you. So it gets pretty hard at times. But I gotta say, it is the best gaming experience I've had this year. The best, hands down, out of any other game I played this year. If you own a PS4 and you have not played The Order 1886, I recommend you go out and buy it. This game is worth full price. I paid $5 for this game, and I feel like I should go out and just buy it full price because that's how much I fucking love it.
Dude, that's awesome. I'm glad. Like I was saying the other day, I went in and traded since I kind of went to the digital thing. You guys talked me
Yeah,
into all this digital bull crap.
yeah,
So I traded in a lot of my physical games. I traded in some of the games. Like I traded in Last of Us. I got like $22, and then I just turned around and bought the digital for it was $11.
yeah.
So I worked out in my favor. But The Order is one of the games that I will not sell. I mean,
Don't
unless
do it,
there's a
man.
super yeah, because I want to go back and play it again.
Yeah.
And the story is really like good. A lot of people were complaining about couldn't skip the cutscenes. Like, why would you want to skip the
Yeah,
cutscenes?
the cutscene, the story is basically you're put it this way, Brink. You're basically watching like a badass movie set in like the 1800s, and you're fucking Van Helsing, and he's fucking chasing werewolves through London and shit.
I'm
And
cool with that as long as there's more actual playing than movie watching.
there's a lot of cutscenes, man, but there's no load times. The thing about this game is that I think that it loads like during the cutscene or whatever. So you're watching a cutscene, then it like it's automatically like turn into gameplay, and you're in the game, and it looks just like the cutscenes. So you're like, oh shit, the only difference is like the little markers and the little HUD pops up around the screen. But you always have those little black bars on the top and the bottom, which don't take nothing away from the game. I remember we covered that a few podcasts ago where Irons was talking about this game, and we kind of gave him shit for the game.
Kinda.
I mean,
Give him a
we
lot
gave
of
him-
shit.
Well, Hook gave him a lot of shit for having those black bars on top and the bottom. But I mean, like I said it before, like even when Irons brought that game up, I told you guys, it's to make the game look more cinematic, and it definitely does it. It does the job right. It looks like a movie, but you're playing the game, and during the shootouts, man, it gets intense. You want to stay in cover, you want to shoot correctly. There's plenty of times where I panic and then just start shooting at the enemies, and I miss a lot of shots, and I'm like, fuck. And I have to turn around and I have to get myself together and start actually getting shots in and killing the enemies correctly.
It's all about the headshots in the
And
order.
the characters, dude, and the characters in this game are just unique. They're awesome fucking characters. Your partners or whatever. They're all
Because they're
cool.
real, dude. They feel
Yeah.
like real people, kind
They
of.
do, yeah. They feel like a real person. Like you have a connection to them. And it's just amazing. Just parts of this game where I'm just blown away by the graphics. I'm just blown away, like wow, we're gonna do this right now, and it's like fuck, that's intense. Like if this was a movie, this would be one of the best fucking action movies out there. They need to make
But
a movie of this game.
they should have. This game should have. If it would have came out as a $39 game or 40
Yeah.
bucks, you wouldn't have got a lot of people complaining about the length of the game as much, and I think you would have got a better fair shot because it really is like it's a fun experience. It's very unique, and it's just so realistic that you get involved in it. Like you're watching a good movie. When you're watching a good movie, you forget about everything, and you're just like watching. You're in this movie, paying attention. That's kind of what the Order does. And then every once in a while, you get control of the guy again, and you kind of forget.
You have that Uncharted moment where it turns into actual gameplay, and you're just standing there and don't realize it.
Yeah, yeah. There's moments like that in this game where I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, I'm supposed to move. Okay. Yeah, you get into that. You get so zoned into this game. I mean, there's a few days ago I had to go to work, man, and I had to go to sleep, and it's like 1 a.m. and I'm playing the Order, and I'm like, I don't want to turn this game off. I don't want to stop playing it. Like it's the game. Yeah, I don't want to, Mom. Leave me alone.
Then your mom smacked you, and then you turned it
tried to stay awake, like, fuck, I don't want to go to sleep. Fuck, I'll call into work.
Feel good. You're putting the thermometer in the hot water to get it to go up. I can't go to work.
It's just the type of game that'll make you do that. It definitely doesn't. It's like the type of game you want to keep on playing and keep on playing. And the story is really good. I gotta say, werewolves are fucking hard to kill at times. Really hard to kill. I mean, almost every time that I've encountered a werewolf in this game, which is a few times in the game that you encounter them, they're really hard to kill. They're not just like, oh, you just shoot him in the head and he's dead. No, that fucking shit will jump at you and it'll fuck you up. You're not ready.
It gets a little tricky.
Yeah, and you have to press X at the right time to dodge it and shit. It's annoying sometimes, but hey, you get finally eventually. Once you actually kill him, you feel accomplished. You're like, yeah, I killed you, fucking shit.
Sweet, man. What else did you play on your PS4?
I killed you, fucking shit.
I also played Metal Gear, which that game looks amazing. I gotta say, it looks awesome as well. But the Order still looks better. And I played a game that Irons kept telling me to play. He kept telling me, play this game, play this game, play this game. It's one of the best looking games. Play this game, play this game. So I played it. It's Drive Club. I got the PS Plus version. It doesn't. The only difference, I guess, is it doesn't have all the cars unlocked and it doesn't have all the tracks unlocked. Which I guess if you really want to play the full experience, you gotta go and pay the $20 to play this game. Isn't it 20 or something like that?
I don't know. I sold that one a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean it's an okay game.
What? This is published by Sony, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
So why did they make this game and not a current gen Gran Turismo?
That is my big question. I do not know. Maybe they're more focused on the multiplayer in this game. With the clubs or whatever. This is a really interesting question. I'm not sure why. I think a Gran Turismo would have been better. Maybe they're really working on a Gran Turismo.
Dude, I can hear your fridge.
Oh shit! Hold on. But they can make it. They can make the Gran Turismo. They're trying to make it really good. I guess. That's probably what they're working on. They're probably trying to make it really, 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 really good. And even better than Drive Club.
So Drive Club is a full-blown sim. Yeah, it's not like an arcade style racer.
No, it's more like Forza 5.
Yeah, it's more like Forza 5.
It looks really good though, man.
A little arcadey.
It does look. Yeah, I gotta say the graphics do look really good. I mean, I was playing, I was switching the camera modes to go the outside of the car, the inside of the car, and all that stuff. And then the inside of the vehicles look really nice. I mean, the rain effects look really good in the game. You got the rain hitting the windshield and all that. But it's nothing we haven't seen before. We've seen that in Forza. Even though, for some reason, Drive Club looks a little bit more realistic than Forza. I don't know if it's just because of the art style or because of the colors they use. But I think Drive Club's a little bit more darker in colors. Like deeper colors, I guess you could say.
Probably has more detailed environments, because I know that Forza lacks in that, at least in my opinion.
Very detailed. What I really liked. Okay, here's what I liked and didn't like about Drive Club. What I do like is you get judged on everything you do, every turn you do, every collision you do with the AI or whatever. You're getting points. Points are getting less points.
Points taken off. Yeah.
Yeah. So it makes it kind of fun to do like a perfect run. What I don't like about it is the way it's set up, and the way it's set up is you have to unlock a certain amount of stars to unlock further along in the track. So you have to unlock 3 stars in every race to get a certain amount of stars to unlock more races later on. So some of them are tricky. I didn't like that, because some of the things I couldn't 3-star and I just got frustrated with it. But I like the driving and I like the game. I like the way it looked. I just didn't like the way it was set up. That's where I think they messed up.
Yeah.
Jesus, you should play Iams. What's that little arcadey spaceship shooter that launched exclusively with the PS4?
Oh yeah.
I love
retro.
that.
Is it?
I don't know why it's slipping my mind at the moment, but
Something gun? Something
Resogun.
Resogun.
You need to play Resogun, dude.
Resogun, is it good?
Oh, it's amazing. Just check
Yeah,
it
it's
out.
fun.
All right, I'll look it up. How much is that on the? It's like $20, $12 something.
No, it's just a shooter, man. It's just like a side-scrolling shooter, but you're going around like a sphere, and it's really fun though. It's really fun. You can see all the particles.
I'll check it out.
It's like nothing you've ever played. I promise you. It
I'll
was
check it
free
out.
for a while. I don't know how much
Yeah.
it costs now.
Yeah, that was a launch day free thing, but
Ah.
it's definitely worth playing. It's kind of hard to, if you like that kind of stuff, it's definitely worth the money.
So Jesus, I remember a few days ago you were installing some games on your PS4, and you were talking about how great it was and how fast it installed games, and how from now on you're going to just buy games on your PS4. But here a few minutes ago you said no, you're going to probably stick to buying games on your Xbox One. So what happened between then and now?
Honeymoon phase.
No, it's a honeymoon phase. But on top of that, no, I always love Xbox, dude. I've been with Xbox since the original Xbox. I've been with PlayStation since PlayStation 1. But I feel more at home with the Xbox, the social environment, my friends, I guess all my online friends. You guys are all on Xbox, dude. So if I'm going to be playing online multiplayer with people, it's going to definitely always be on Xbox. I mean, there might be times on PS4 where there will be exclusive titles that I'll play with IAMs and other people from the community. But 90% of my multiplayer gaming, just like our community, they will do it on the Xbox One.
So far with your PS4, man? Are you glad you bought it?
Yeah, I'm definitely glad I bought it, man. Like I said, this system pushed out some graphics that puts the Xbox One to shame. I don't know what the
I wouldn't
fuck.
say puts it to shame.
It puts it to shame, dude. I mean, fucking The Last of Us looks amazing. Then you got The Order, dude. The Order could put any game to shame. In terms of graphics, it can. I don't know what fucking game can beat it. On a console, I don't know what game can beat The Order, dude. If you think about any... Well, they will always, come out with something better. Crysis might come out and beat every game, that they fucking comes out, and it's a first-person shooter. But as of right now, I mean, The Order, is pushing some amazing graphics, and I don't know why people are giving this game so much shit when the game is really good, the story's great. Yeah, there's a lot of cutscenes, dude, but it's more like a fucking movie, and you get a chance to shoot it out during the action sequences, basically.
Yeah, there's haters out there. I think a lot of people knew it was a good game,
Uncharted,
and they wanted to make it look bad. So
Uncharted is the same exact way as The Order. Well, just because Uncharted is a few hours longer, it won't get the same hate that The Order gets. That's what I don't get.
I think The Order got a lot of hate because it was supposed to be that console Sony exclusive that was gonna come and save the industry. Everyone was like waiting for that game. The hype was behind it, and when it came out, it is a short game. If you want to just go straight through the story and not look at anything, you could probably beat it in like 6 hours. But I mean,
Yeah.
I spent like 13 or 14 hours. I played
Like I
it on
said,
hard.
dude, I've been playing this game for the last 6 hours. I don't even think I'm close to the end. And I'm like, I guess I just take my time with it. Like, I just walk. I don't run anywhere. I walk everywhere. There's people shooting at me. I walk to cover because I'm
I walk to cover like a boss, son.
I'm gonna walk to that fucking cover. And I gotta say the reviving mechanic where you're when you get shot and your guy's like really hurt and the screen starts turning red, he kind of starts limping around. That shit makes you fucking nervous. It makes you worried about getting shot because then you get shot again and you're on the ground crawling and the screen is completely red. You're on the ground crawling, trying to get away from the enemies, and the enemies will just run up to you and shoot you like in the head and kill you. So it's really hard once you're like all the way on the ground and you're crawling to like get yourself to cover, you're fucked basically. You're gonna die. There's rarely a chance where you actually get to pick yourself back up.
Nice, dude. How'd you get it for $5? That's because you had credit, right? It wasn't like $5.
No, it wasn't. No, I think at GameStop. At GameStop, I had some credit. It was been sitting on my account forever, I guess, because I never used it. So it's been sitting there for a while. So I used that credit up, and I had like a $10 off coupon. I used that. Then they gave me some 10% off coupon for being a loyal fucking GameStop member or something.
Yeah, man.
So I used that, and I got it for $5.
So
Nice.
was it weird to have like a physical game in your hand? How long had it been since you've had like a disc?
Actually, I had Dragon Age on disc, but like I said, I never really played that game. Like now, I'm gonna get it digital. But I had the Batman game. But like I said, when you install games on the PS4, you put that fucking disc in, dude. That game is ready to go in a minute.
Yeah,
like as in
nothing-
the entire game is installed, or it's ready to play in a minute.
The entire game is installed.
Yeah, I think the entire game is
100% of the
installed.
game.
The only thing that isn't installed is the updates. Or maybe, yeah, I think I think it's still downloading the updates. And then it'll tell you, like, once the update's ready to go, it'll be like, oh, the update's ready to install. Do you want us to install it now?
That's a shitty thing, because you have to go and, I think you have to install the update, like, go to your
manually.
Yeah. That's
or you could turn off your PS4, and when you turn it back on, it'll tell you, like, oh, we installed the updates for all these games.
Does PS4 have pre-orders for digital games yet? Like, can you download the game in advance?
Yeah.
Okay, I was just checking.
Oh, like the preloading and all that?
Yeah, the preloading.
I don't know. I've never done it. I don't know. I haven't done it.
I don't even think there's a point in doing it on the PS4. You go out and buy a fucking disc, come home, and put that shit in, and you're playing it in 2 minutes.
There's a point.
It's not like the Xbox One. Literally, dude, the Xbox One, you go and you buy a fucking disc game, right? You go to the store, I'm going to buy this disc. Mom, I'm going to go home and play this tonight. Yeah, and then you go home, and it's midnight launch. You went home, you've been waiting out there in line next to all these fucking nerds. And you go home, and, like, it's like 1 in the morning, and, you bust open your Pip-Boy edition. You got Fallout 4, and you put the disc in. It's like, oh, it takes 4 hours to install because there's a million other people across the country installing the same fucking game at the same exact time you are.
Yeah.
And it takes like 3 hours to download the fucking update.
I don't buy discs, which is why I was asking. So, I mean, obviously it's going to still take a little while. It might be faster to download a full game on the PS4, but it's still going to take a little while. So that's why I'm curious about the preloading. If you have to wait till midnight and then download the game after that would be a shame.
I think they have all that stuff set up, but I think PS4 I think actually did it right before the Xbox One, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I haven't done that.
The cool thing about the PS4 is, sorry to interrupt, Dennis, but if you download multiple games, which I did, I downloaded like The Last of Us, Drive Club, Metal Gear, and I was downloading all these games at the same time, like some other arcade games that were for free. They all download at the same time. It just boom, they're all downloading.
Yeah, you see
nice.
You'll see 3, 4, or 5 different just downloading bars rather than, which was kind of nice because when I changed out my hard drive for my PS4, I went through and I set all my games to download. Every game I had in my PS Plus, which was a lot, dude, over a year and a half, I set all of them to download, and they basically just did it all at once. So it was like 3 or 4 hours, and I had everything in my library re-downloaded. I think it was about 400 gigs.
You must have a blazing fast internet connection.
No. PS4 actually, internet connection kind of sucks, man.
No, I just mean your home connection.
No, I don't know. Maybe.
Because that's a lot of gigabytes to download in 3 hours.
Yeah, maybe because it does them all separately. So it's really, I don't know how that worked, but I know it was super quick, and I was impressed. Because I had a lot of full games on there. Like I have, well, not a lot, but I mean I do have Injustice and stuff like that. Full game, stuff like that. I don't think I have any 40 or 50 gigabyte games.
The Last of Us, I think it only took like maybe 40 minutes to download.
Yeah, The Last of Us is 50 gigs, man. I think it's like 50, 46
it's pretty fast to download, actually. Yeah, because I put in the code and it popped up installing it, and then I could see the progress bar. It was pretty fast. Faster than it would take on Xbox, I think.
Jesus, I think you're under attack.
Dude, that fridge, man, that thing is loud.
I know.
Like you're you're riding around in like a Harrier jet.
Are you sitting on top of the fridge?
Yeah, dude. This is where I'm podcasting from.
He's sitting on the fridge with the door open to let keep letting the freezer cool air out.
Yeah, dude.
His air conditioner broke. So.
Yeah, dude. There's no AC here. What the fuck?
So far, the PS4, man, you're glad you bought it. Because it was very random. You're like, I'm going to go buy a PS4. I'm like, yeah, sure you are. You've been saying that for a year. And then all of a sudden, you're like, yeah, I got it. I'm like, oh, you got it, dude. Awesome.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I really enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to playing Batman on it because I heard Batman's really good. Except some people around here don't think Batman is the greatest game ever made. But
I think the PS4 version is supposed to be the best, man. We'll talk Batman here in a second for sure. So Joey, here's the last question for you from Joey. He says, how does your PS4 compare to your PS3 experiences?
Way better. The PS3, I had it. First time I bought a PS3 was like literally 2 days before that big PSN outage where like it was down for like a month or whatever. It was literally a couple of days before I got rid of my 360. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to that PS3. And I got rid of my 360 for some reason. I don't know. I got tired of Xbox or something. Or like people were just like bullying me too much, you know, like telling me I suck at Call of Duty and shit.
So you
like,
just got rid of it and said I'm gonna jump aboard on the Sony train?
Yeah. So like I legit went to the store. I'm like, here, take my fucking Xbox. I don't want this elite shit no more. Give me a PS3. And the guy was like, oh, are you sure, bro? Because I had like a bunch of games and shit for it. I was like, yeah, fuck the Xbox. PS3 is better. So I went and I got myself a PS3. Literally 2 days later, I go to turn on my PS3 and I'm like trying to log into the PSN. And I was like, oh, the PSN network is down. We apologize for any inconvenience. And I was like, what the fuck? I checked my internet settings. I checked everything. And everything was working. I was like, well, it must be a problem on our end. Now I finally go to Google to search what the fuck is going on. And that's when like everybody was saying, like, oh, the PSN network got hacked. And I was like, well, a good thing I didn't have my credit card information on there. And yeah, and then I was like, oh, it'll be down for like a day or two, you know? No, dude, it took fucking weeks. By the time like that third week came around, I got rid of my PS3 and got an Xbox again.
Yeah, that was bad timing, definitely.
Yeah, and then definitely like 6 months after, or maybe like a year after that, I went and bought the PS3 again. And then I played different games on it. The game that I probably played the most on it was actually Mag, dude. That game, Mag, you know, that game was fucking good. In my opinion, I love that game. I know people give it so much shit, but I just loved it. You just get in there and just fucking start shooting shit for
like 300
hours.
people multiplayer matches. It was insane.
Yeah, and it was fucking fun, dude. I don't know why people give it so much shit. Oh, the graphics is not like Call of Duty, bro. Well, of course it's not like Call of Duty. You got 300 fucking people on the screen. How the fuck do you expect the graphics to be like Call of Duty? I mean...
Like the whole faction war thing in Mortal Kombat, they totally got that straight from Mag.
Yeah, definitely.
I like Resistance 3, man. I played that multiplayer for a while.
God of War was fun. Tomb Raider was really good on the PS3. I remember playing that on the PS3 when it came out. It was really good.
Tomb Raider, the reboot?
Yeah, the reboot, the whatever the fuck it's called. Just Tomb Raider, I guess.
Yeah.
That was good.
When I bought my PS3, I bought Killzone 2, and I remember popping that in, and those graphics blew my top off, man. That game
Killzone
was beautiful.
Yeah, Killzone. I remember playing that Killzone game too.
But I used to hate the DualShock 3, man. I hated the rounded thumbsticks, man. I hated it.
I gotta say, dude, the DualShock 4, I haven't had problems with that controller at all. I gotta say, it feels really comfortable in my hands.
Yeah.
Like, it's really comfortable. It's just like normal. Like, it's like, fuck, I'm used to this. Like,
it's very ergonomic.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, wow. And then there's been plenty of times where like I'm just like using it and I'm like, wow, like I'm surprised I'm not used to this, you know. Usually when you go from like an Xbox controller to a PS3 controller, you have some problems, you know. The one biggest problem I guess with me was when it tells you to press X, I kept pressing square. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm pressing X. And it's like, oh, I'm pressing square, like, you know, because on the Xbox and the on the PlayStation, it's like reverse or whatever. And I kept doing that. I kept pressing square instead of X. But now I'm used to it, and it's a good fucking controller, dude.
What I like about the PS4 controllers, I really like the triggers. They fit.
How they curve
in my hand. Yeah, and I do like the bumpers. My problem with the Xbox One controller has always been the bumpers, man. They feel like they're really hard to push down, and they're just in a weird spot.
Yeah, there's something off about them. I get what they're going for, but I've been playing with the 360 controller a lot lately, and just those bumpers on there are so nice.
They're so easy to press. They just like press down so easy. I would be using my PS4 because I've been playing, you know, a lot of stuff on PC. I would be using my PS4, but it's not compatible with it. I think there's some like third party like.
It's not. Stuff. You can't use a PlayStation controller on the.
There are ways to do it, but
yeah, I think there's some third party. There's some third party download programs you can use, but the Xbox One controller I plug and play and it works like perfect. It just. You know, it registers it's there and it works like an Xbox controller. And if you put Steam into big picture mode, it becomes a console. So when you have the Xbox One controller plugged in, if you push the Xbox One, the button in the middle, the home button or whatever, it just it's like a console. It just goes into the Steam dashboard and all that.
That's fucking cool, dude. I mean, that's the way I would want to play a PC. You know, that's the only way I'd probably be able to play it.
Yeah, I thought when I got it, I'd have it hooked up to my TV. I'd be playing on my TV, and I would have the big picture mode and all that. Mm-hmm. Lately, I've just been playing on my computer. I have a 27-inch monitor. it looks really nice. Actually, it might even look better than the TV because it's not so big.
I gotta
And
say, or sorry to interrupt, but I gotta bring something up here. When you say like you rather play on your monitor than a big TV, I
uh,
find that it's the same way for me with video games. I'd rather play video games on a smaller TV, even though it's even like a 27-inch TV, than a big ass 50-inch TV. I don't know what, for some reason. I guess you get more focus into the TV,
yeah,
and you
because you
can
can
see
see it.
everything.
Your
Everything.
peripheral. Yeah, your peripherals. You can see both sides of the screen. It's right there. Everything's like in. You know what I mean? Like you don't realize when you're on a 50-inch TV, a 55-inch TV, like Cook would say. You're scanning your TV side to side.
Yeah,
You know,
your
Yeah.
eyeballs actually move trying to see the whole image.
And
yeah,
on games like first person shooting games where you constantly have to check your corners all the time, you know, on a smaller screen you will actually find yourself doing a lot better than you do on a 55-inch LED.
Well, I also bought those. I bought some Bose speakers, the companion speakers for my PC, so they sound really nice, way better than my TV speakers. Because we all know that the flat panel TVs have the worst speakers. So
Yeah.
like it's right here. So I have it like sitting right in front of me. I have the nice speakers. I have the monitor. It's easier for me to just play on there. I can just tab. I can tab alt out, and it also I have a problem with playing video games and getting sidetracked just because I have my OCD and I'll just start looking shit up on the internet. I'll start looking on the computer and Twitter and Facebook. And if I'm playing on my monitor, yeah, if I'm playing on my monitor, I don't do that as much. It's right here, so it's taking up my monitor. It's taking up my screen, so it's taking up all my focus. I'll play more of the game rather than get sidetracked in other stuff.
I was going to say that's ironic that it's on your monitor, which you would normally be using to look that stuff up.
Yeah, so I mean, I alt tab out of everything a lot when I'm playing a game, but not as much as I do when I'm playing on my TV.
Yeah, as far as the whole size thing, I guess it kind of depends on the person and their vision. I've found I've owned multiple size TVs, down from a 27 inch all the way up to a 55 inch, and I ended up getting rid of my 55 inch, getting a 50 inch, and then that was still too big, and then I bought a 47 inch, and that's just perfect for me. I love my 47 inch for gaming.
And also for a lot of gamers, a lot of people out there that are listening to us, make sure you pay attention to how far you sit away from your TV. You don't want to sit 3 feet away from a 50-inch fucking TV because you're constantly going to be scanning for the edges of the TV. Your eyes will be constantly moving to your peripheral visions. That's the biggest thing about mistake that gamers make is they'll buy huge fucking TVs for their bedrooms. And I guess if you like a big TV and you like to scan your eyes and get yourself tired out faster, go ahead. But I mean, I recommend you go for a TV that's smaller and just fits your your entire fucking vision, your zone. You get into the game a lot more.
Well, I have a 55-inch, man. My room's like 9 feet by 10 feet. It's kind of a small room.
You're like in a prison cell right now.
Uh,
Are you in St.
So,
Quentin?
when you have a long session on there, do you wake up the next day and your eyeballs just feel bruised?
Yeah, like fucking red eyeballs.
Yeah, with my old TV, yeah, I'd get a lot of eye fatigue. With this TV, with the Sony that I bought, no, not at all, dude. It's pretty smooth. My eye problems come from any like motion blur and stuff like that. That stuff always bothers me, but no, it's fine, man. I just sit back, like at a distance. I sit like
Sit gangster style?
8 feet away, 7 feet away. I don't know.
Dude, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's cool. It works.
He stands on his bed and leans up against the wall.
No, I don't. I definitely don't
Mounted
stand.
his chair like up in the corner.
I definitely don't stand, but yeah, it works out for me. But it seems like the monitor is just like and it looks a lot better. Obviously, on a 27-inch monitor, I mean, things are crisp, like really crisp.
Oh yeah, I mean, a lot of people have 1080p phones nowadays, and I don't know if and 4K phones for that matter. I don't know if you've seen a 4K phone, but good God, a 4K image on a 5-inch screen is insane to look at.
Yeah, that's true, man. I mean, it looks really good on. I got 1080 and it's 27-inch, so it's like it's perfect. I sit 4 feet away. So
He just pulled out a measuring tape right now, ladies and gentlemen.
yeah, it works good. So that works better for me than putting it on the TV. So as of now.
It's crazy to hear us talk about all this TV and all these graphics right now, and all this shit. When you think about when you were a kid, we were playing on these fucking tube TVs, playing fucking Mario and these Nintendo games, these Sega games, these PS1 games, Crash Bandicoot and all that shit. And those graphics were so cartoony. We never gave a fuck about how good they ever looked. You're just like you were just immersed into the game. You rarely gave a fuck about the graphics. As long as the game was good, it was good.
No, back then all that mattered was the size. If you had a 50-inch TV, if you had a 35,
you had a fucking huge TV. If you had a 35-inch TV back in the day, you're fucking rich. You're the rich kid on the block, man.
If you had a 60-inch TV, holy shit, man, you might as well have a throne parked in front of that thing, man.
Now you see them TVs, those big ass old TVs, just sitting out in front of people's houses with for free signs on them.
My mom bought a 50. I think it was a 55-inch, about 8 years ago. She bought it from Costco. It was a high price TV. It was like $1,700 or something. It was definitely up there in price. It was like one of those big ones that you roll out. It's got the speakers on the bottom.
Weighs
it looks really
4,000
nice,
pounds. Need a crane.
3 years later, that thing is obsolete. You couldn't sell that thing for $100.
Yep.
It says HD, but it's actually a square screen, so it's not. It's the 4x3 or whatever. It's not 16:9
QHD or something.
Yeah, it says HD, but I think it has like 720i or whatever HD was.
Yeah, most of those big like TVs. I know the ones you're talking about, those huge ones that have like a big thing on the back. Those mostly, I think those were like 720i. That's what they were, or 1080i. They were like 1080, but 1080i or something like that.
Yeah, it might be 1080i, but it's just it was so obsolete so quick.
Yeah.
Now you see a TV that's 4 inches thick, like when they first came out, the first LEDs or the LCDs, and you're like, oh, this thing is so fat.
My Vizio is like 2 inches thick, and I'm like, fuck, this thing is huge. I need to get myself a thinner TV, dude.
I need. They got those new ones that are like a half-inch or something.
Yeah, they got. Have you seen those Samsung ones? I went to Best Buy the other day when I went to go buy this mic and the PS4 and all that. And I was looking at some TVs, man. They're like fucking fucking half-inch thick, all the way through.
Have you seen my TV? It's so thin.
And I was reading something about like Samsung unveiled a new TV that's like it's basically like a piece of paper you hang up on your wall.
Oh yeah, you probably probably fold it up.
They just have to fucking they just have to make it basically, but they unveiled it and they said they had the technology to make it. They just have to have people that are willing to pay for that shit.
Why don't we have just a tiny little rectangular bar that we mount on our wall and it just shoots the image straight up out of it onto the wall like a TV?
I think you can get a projector.
No, not a projector. Like I'm talking like it mounts flush to the wall and it shoots the image straight up vertically like a lightsaber.
Oh, I know what you mean. I don't know, man. Maybe that'll come out in the future. Like I said, this new TV that they unveiled, it's like literally the thinnest TV in the world. They said you can hang it up on your wall. It looks just like a window basically, and you just like turn it on and it's just there, like the image is there.
It has little hooks for like
HD
nails.
Full
has little
HD.
nail hooks.
It's like the fuck. It's
Tacks.
like when it's off, it probably looks like a rag on your wall or something. People probably think, why the fuck this guy have a rag on his wall? But it's like basically that's what it is. So, I don't know. Maybe in the future we'll see that. I wouldn't doubt it. Brink, that we'll definitely see that in the future.
In the future, what it will probably be is fabric. You'll buy this tube of fabric and like just unroll it and tack it to your wall, and it will be a TV.
Wallpaper.
They're
Stick it on the wall.
experimenting with that right now. It's just like fabric, bendy, pliable, stretchy fabric that can project images onto it.
But when it gets to that point, where the hell are we going to put our consoles? Isn't it going to look weird? You're going to have like a big like stand for like all your consoles?
It'll be the same thing.
A little paper-thin console.
The computer, it'll all be the same thing.
How are you going to connect your HDMI to that fucking TV? I mean...
Dude, when it comes to technology, I love technology. I like when I have a monitor, I'm looking at the monitor as much as I'm looking at the screen. I like to buy one of the nicest looking monitors, speakers, a TV. Like I like to look at my TV, the shell of the TV, as much as I do the actual screen. Like I like technology. When it just starts getting into walls and stuff, that seems kind of boring, dude. Plus, I don't know. Then you have to sit in my room, it sits at an angle. My TV sits like in the corner at a slight angle, so I couldn't go flat anywhere. Nowhere would feel right on a flat surface.
You have to put an easel up and then just put the stretchy fabric TV on the easel.
Oh shit! Let's talk some Batman, Arkham Knight.
Talk Arkham Knight. I mean, I know earlier today I was looking at the chat, because we have a group chat, ladies and gentlemen, between us, HGP hosts here, and Brink just started going off on this game out of nowhere. I mean, all the love he had for it 2 weeks ago is gone, like it cheated on him or something. He's bashing the game, calling it shit, and then we have Iams out of nowhere trying to be the superhero, trying to save Batman, and he's over here bro, I fucking love this game. You don't talk shit about this game, and then they were going at it, and I had to be
you.
I had to be the guy that just sat there and was whoa, who do I listen to? Because when we listen to opinions that Iams and Brink both have, we tend to gauge their opinions on whether we want to play a game or not. And basically, I haven't played Batman. I own it on both the Xbox One and the PS4. But based on Brink's opinion, I guess it makes me not want to play this game. Tell us why you don't like it, Brink.
Okay. First off, I never was in love with this game. I had hopes to love this game. Okay?
Okay.
Now, I don't want to go too deep into this because we already went through this earlier, and we don't need what happened on the chat happening on the show because that's just ridiculous.
Nah, we gotta hash it out, man.
The game's just not for me. I've never been into Batman. I've never been into the games or the movies. He's not my character. I think he's kind of dumb. I think he's a poser and a bitch.
Brink, I feel the same way about Batman, but I gotta say, I played Arkham City, Arkham City, the last one that came out. I gotta say, the combat was fun, the game was fun, but I gotta say, I don't like Batman as a superhero either.
Okay. Now that doesn't help when it's combined with the other elements of the actual gameplay for me. And that is the driving around in the Batmobile. I don't find it that amusing, entertaining, whatever the word is.
Do you feel like they overused it?
I mean, it's an open world game, and that's your means to get around unless you're floating around like a butterfly and you're with.
But I mean, in Arkham City, we didn't have the Batmobile. We were just flying from fucking place to place with our fucking rope bat swing, whatever the fuck the fucking shit's called.
Yeah, you don't use it all. You don't have to use it at all, really. There's a couple of missions you're gonna have to use
the
it.
Joker courses.
The Riddler courses?
Yeah, Riddler. My bad, Riddler.
Oh yeah, those are awesome, man.
They are cool. I'll give you that.
I love those, man. You're upside down, you're sideways, you're going through things, you're hitting the buttons.
At first, I was pissed because I couldn't figure out what I was supposed to do, but I was yelling at my TV. But then, 10 minutes later, I was laughing and giggling and stuff. So you have to do the
one Riddler course. The other ones are optional, or you go back and all that stuff. I think. I just like to get in you just push the left bumper, man, and that thing pops up and shows up wherever you're at, and you just jump in it and go. And then if you want to jump out of it, you hit A twice, and you hit A and then hold down A, and you just shoot out that motherfucker up into the sky, and you're just soaring like far, man. You get so high off of just shooting out of that thing. It's so fun, man. And then you just use your grapple from there.
Yeah, it is a functional tool. It works well for what it's intended for. I just don't find it that fun. I'd rather go play a racing game like Need for Speed or something than drive around in the Batmobile.
Dude, there is stealth tank missions in this game. No joke. You're in the Batmobile.
You have to does it camouflage, turn invisible or what?
No, it doesn't do none of that. But when you're in the Batmobile, you just hit the left trigger, or you hold down the left trigger, and you go right into battle mode. Which brings up your 60mm cannon and all that stuff, and you got some more gadgets. If you unlock stuff, there's more stuff to unlock the further you get in the game. But so you're just driving. No, you're trying to get behind these other tanks, and you got to sneak behind them and basically then shoot them in the tank after you
How the fuck do you sneak up behind a fucking another enemy with the fucking tank? How the fuck do you sneak up?
Dude, it works, and I love it. I love the battle sequences with the tank. I love them because you're shooting a bunch of other tanks, and if you shoot them in the top part of the tank, it's like a headshot. Just they explode, dude. This beautiful purple pink color shoots out of them. Dude, it feels so satisfying, just like you're hitting a headshot in Sniper Elite.
Dude, if they had these crazy tank battles where jumping over bridges and fighting giant monsters from Pacific Rim and huge explosions and stuff, that'd be one thing. But from what I've played, it's the same gangster tanks that you fight over and over and over. The cloned gangster tanks. Sometimes there'll be a few of them. Sometimes there'll be 10 of them.
How do these thugs afford these tanks when Batman's supposed to be like a billionaire of Gotham, like the richest fucking person there? How do these thugs afford these tanks? How does the Joker have that money?
Where did these tanks come from? I don't. Yeah.
Isn't he the only one supposed to have the Batmobile? How the fuck do they get some?
Okay, so there is different tanks. There's the simple ones, like I'm just saying, you just pop the top of them and they blow up. Then there's ones that are gonna take a couple more shots, and then you're doing like left and right. You're like boosting left and right to stay out of the aim of their fire. Then there's other ones that shoot rockets. When you have to pull up the gun by holding RB, you have to pull up the assault rifle deal thing, and you have to shoot those out. So you're doing all this stuff, you're just going back and forth, and then it all gets scored in the end, man. I fucking love it, dude. I do. I love it, dude. It's so fun. Those are some, like, those are fun, dude. They're just a good time.
Besides the I hate Batman because he's a rich, spoiled little shit, and the tank driving around town, what else do you not like about this game?
When you're soaring around with your cape, I don't like the rate of descent. I hate that. I find it annoying that I have to use my hook like every 4 seconds just to stay afloat because I'm trying to get across this town. I just want it to be like a hang glider. I want to sail on the winds because that thing's supposed to be stiff and rigid like a hang glider. I want to sail on the wind currents and just float over Gotham. I don't want to have to use the stupid grappling hook every 3 seconds. And I know that you can dive straight down and then kind of go back up a little bit and kind of float, but I feel like that's kind of pointless to use because overall you're going to be losing altitude.
That's true. You are just a human with a cape.
Dude, I mean...
It makes total sense, but...
I unlocked the perk. It said my cape was rigid, all right?
Okay,
it's a hang glider now. It ain't a cape.
That's what I didn't like about Arkham City when I was playing. I felt like you had to use the hook too much. In this game, if you level up your stuff, you can get more of a boost from your hook, so you get up higher. And sometimes if you hit the wind right, it boosts you up. But yeah,
well, I know you can double tap A and hold it, and it'll do a real fast zip line and then shoot you up.
Yeah, then you get to the part where you hit A 4 times and you get 4 times the boost.
Man,
like 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold it. Yeah, it's a lot of A hidden, but it's a lot of A hidden. It's a lot of A hidden.
Okay, the last thing for me is just the combat. I find the combat is just not exciting. It's super, from what I've played, it's super simple and it's way too easy. I never even get hit. I'll jump into a pile of 10 gangsters and I'm mashing X and Y and they're just dropping dead. Batman is literally teleporting back and forth across the screen like he's the Flash, just downing dudes, just quack, 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 and they're just dropping in a big circle around me. And then 3 seconds later, I just took out 10 guys, didn't take a hit, and I'm just like, okay, now what do I do?
Okay, so that is true
like
in the very beginning of the game. So in the very beginning of the game, you just got the simple guys where you can just punch them. Later on, you can't do that. Later on, you're gonna get the shield guys where you have to hit a B to hit B to, you do that cape thing where you kind of stun them, and then you have to jump over them twice, knock them down. Then there's the other guys who are electrified. You can't touch them at all. You have to pull out
There's
your
electrified
thing.
guys.
You have to shoot them with the electricity and then take them out pretty quick. You can't touch them, dude. It's really tough.
You shoot the electrified guys with electricity.
There's like 10 different guys in one match. You have to take them all out different ways, all at the same time.
I follow you. So there are more interesting enemies besides the 3 gangsters.
Dude, it's not that it's interesting. It's that the combat is really fucking difficult later. It's really difficult. Like I can't get a perfect chain. There's no way. I usually end up trying to go in and save one of those firefighters, and I get killed like 10, 15 times before I can take out that group and get them. Like I can't. Some of them took me about 15 tries to get in there and get all the guys and then save the firefighter. It gets really, really difficult. It gets really hard, but you don't have to do those things. But in the beginning, it is really simple. You're just hitting X, 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 and then Y counter. Later on, it's not like that. It's a lot different.
It's Assassin's Creed combat then.
It looks like an adult game, but it plays like a child's game for me.
Whoa.
And
I
I haven't gotten to these more difficult areas that you're talking about. But I'm just saying this is why I'm haven't been playing it, just because of what I've previously played.
I love Batman. It's so like dark and grimy. I like Batman Origins. The games before that weren't really my thing. I really didn't care for them. I mean, I played through City, but I didn't play through the first one. It's just dark and gritty, and the characters and everything's so detailed in this game. When you're looking at it up close, it just looks like, wow, how is this like a game? Like it's clear. There's no grainy. There's no grain effect over it.
When you get up close, if you're 10 feet or more, that rain and aliasing and pixels all over the place, you can't see a thing.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it is a little grainy when you're flying around above the city and stuff, but everything up close looks so clear. This one really hit for me. I mean, I really love this Batman. I just spent about 55 hours with it, 50 hours or so. I could have done a lot more stuff. I don't really feel the need to want to go and do all the Riddler things. I don't like puzzles, and since they're optional, I don't do it. I know if you do all of Riddler's puzzles, you can fight him, but whatever.
Who developed this game?
This is Warner Brothers.
Rocksteady?
Rocksteady, please, for the love of God, in the next game, the rain is cool, but please have it come in cycles. Have the rain go away for a little while, and the big full moon comes out, and have some awesome clouds and stuff, and no rain for a little while, and then you can bring the rain back. But to have it rain the entire time, it's obnoxious. Does the rain ever stop, Iams?
I don't know. I didn't notice the rain for a long time, so maybe it does stop. I didn't notice the rain for a while. In the beginning of the game, I remember I noticed it, and then I didn't notice it for a long ass time, so maybe I just didn't notice it, or it went away.
Were you inside a building the whole time that you didn't notice it?
No. I think it goes away. Yeah, dude, I'm playing it on PC. I know there was a lot of PC
Did you buy
problems.
Did you buy the season pass for this game?
No, I didn't, but I see it. I can get it for like $18, so I'm probably gonna buy that on PC.
On PC?
On CD.
Really?
Yeah, on cdkeys.com. It's 18 something.
Wow.
So
The cutscenes are badass.
The cutscene, yeah, there's a lot of emotion in the characters, especially when you're looking at Poison Ivy up close, or
You're looking at her up close.
Or Oracle, which is Barbara Gordon. Is that her name? Detective Gordon's daughter. Like it looks like you're looking at like a real person, man. It's pretty impressive. I'm on the PC. I have, and the first couple of days I was playing, I was having a lot of stuttering issues. It was just like it wasn't running very well. There was a patch shortly after, and with my specs on my PC, haven't had many problems at all. It's been running pretty good. I went into the config files and I unlocked the 30. It's locked at 30 frames per second. I went in there and unlocked it and changed that to 60, which I could change it to more, but since I have a 60 hertz monitor, I'll get screen tear if I go past 60. So I unlocked it to 60. It runs really smooth. But I don't know. I guess a lot of people are having a lot of issues. So I can't. I guess the AMD graphics processors are having a lot of issues. But I have a GTX 970, running it on an i7 4790, and it's been running pretty good on mine. I haven't had any like freezes where I had to like get out of the game. I did fall through the map one time. That was pretty interesting. I did have to back out of the game completely to get back out of that.
Will you guys be playing the DLC that comes July 14th? It's called Batgirl: A Matter of Family. The DLC will cost $9 for people that do not own the season pass. For anybody who's looking to buy the season pass on PlayStation Network or Xbox Live, it does cost $39.99. Unless you got the Ultimate Edition.
They just said that Batgirl is going to be $6.99.
$6.99? All right, so
yeah,
$6.99.
I just read the post. Well, you know, with all those PC problems, dude. I just read the thing on it about. I guess Warner Brother was aware of all these PC problems for months and months. Some anonymous tester, like a QA tester, he I don't know if he or she, it's anonymous, but they came out and said
Robin Hood of video games came out and said that they knew about this for a long time.
They knew about this a long time. They said they were having the same problems a year ago.
I wouldn't be surprised, Because this game was not actually ported by Rocksteady. It was ported by another company, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was ported out by another company, and I guess another game that they had ported not too long ago had
Yeah.
a lot of issues too. So I mean, you don't might not want to go to this company. I'm not sure the company's name.
Maybe they're
Um,
cheap.
Maybe they are cheap, but it seems. I mean, the PS4 is supposed to be the best running and looking version of it.
That gives me hopes, and I'll give it a shot. The thing is, me and my brother game share, so we bought the Ultimate Edition on the Xbox One or whatever, the one that comes with all the DLC. Because my brother loves Batman, and he wanted all the DLC with it. So we bought that on the Xbox One. So I'll probably play the full game through on the PS4, and then I'll just beat it, and I'll be done with it. And then I'll probably play it again on the Xbox One, and then play the DLC. Unless the DLC is definitely just standalone, then I'll just play the standalone
Yeah,
sections of the
it's not
DLC.
going to be standalone. I don't think. I'm just worried that some of the DLC might be super short. For a
Yeah.
DLC, like a Batwoman or Batgirl DLC to
Yeah.
come out at like $7,
Well, I
it
was
seems like it's
surprised
gonna
how
be pretty short.
fast they came out. Didn't the game just come out like a week or 2 weeks ago? They're already pushing out DLC. I wonder if this is the type of DLC which is like it was on disc, but they locked it.
Probably, it probably is, and also, eh, people are beating the game. It's not like The Witcher. They're not going to be playing it 2 months later. I mean, if you put a full month into this game and you really took your time, maybe it depends on how much time you have to play games. But I mean, people are going to beat it, and once people start beating it, they start losing interest. You got to keep people's interest somehow.
Yeah, so I guess in the Batgirl DLC or whatever the fuck, you'll be playing it, or Catwoman or whatever. You'll be playing as her, and then you'll be playing alongside Robin. He'll be your sidekick for some of the fucking DLC or whatever.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
So I totally understand, Brink, if you don't like it, just because you don't like it. I actually didn't like the Batman series before. I played through City. I thought it was meh, and I didn't really devote time to it. When I played Origins, which everyone hated that besides me, I actually liked it because I was the first Batman I actually sunk some time into and like kind of cared what I was doing. This one, I was a little more focused, and I actually really liked this game. Actually, the story gets really good. There's some really cool stuff that you're not expecting to see.
Yeah, well, I mean, with a lot of games, it's kind of all about when you play it and what you're in the mood for at the time, and how things in your real life, how they're going at the time. And there's a lot of different things that can affect how you enjoy a game. And it's like what happened with Dragon Age. I hated it, and then now I absolutely adore that game. So who knows? Maybe I will play it some more, and I will start liking it. We'll see.
Yeah, you hated Dragon Age, and now it's your game of the year.
Yeah,
So far, game tell
you
Fallout.
never know. Yeah. Well,
Yeah, so it all depends on what you want out of it.
Regardless, though, do you guys recommend this game to people that are out there that haven't bought Batman yet, that maybe want to play it, that are interested in playing it?
If you like the other Batmans, if you already like Arkham City and Arkham Origins, you will love this game. It's better than those. It's slightly bigger. It's got the Batmobile. It's got some cool new gadgets and other ways to take people down. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna love it.
This is the third time Rocksteady has made the Batman games, right?
Yeah, that is correct. They said this is the last one. It's the end of the
What?
saga. It's
No
the end of the
way.
Batman saga. Yeah, they're not gonna do any more. That's what they said.
This saga, they'll probably make a new Batman.
well, on the flip side, if you're not that into Batman, but you saw these awesome, amazing, mind-blowing trailers, and you're thinking maybe this is going to be the Batman for me, maybe it won't be. Maybe it will be, but don't buy it based off that trailer. That's all I'm saying. Because the game don't look like that at all.
Does it ever?
I guess basically goes to like without saying like any other game like Assassin's Creed. If you're a fan of the series, if you like it, keep buying them. If you don't like it, then stop buying them.
It does sometimes, actually. People are saying the new Battlefront looks exactly like the gameplay we saw.
Interesting. That'll be really interesting if it actually looks like that.
I think a lot of the stuff that you've been seeing with the Battlefront games, like the demos, I think those are actually running on a PS4.
Yeah. Well, they showed us actual gameplay, and so
And if
now
that's running on a
people aren't going to be
PS4,
disappointed when they play it,
I
and
have
that's what they
hopes-
need
I
to
have
do.
hopes for that game. Yeah.
That's what every
I
game
think-
needs to do.
By the way,
think
the
the
alpha invites came out too for Battlefront. I believe Suzanne, the chick, she was on her podcast last week, Hook's sister. I think she got invited to the alpha, so she's lucky. But she doesn't want to discuss it with us because she did have to sign an NDA and all that shit to play this alpha.
So you got to go on just search Battlefront Alpha, I think, and you go to this thing and you sign into your Origin account and you just click one button and it tells you right then if you're accepted.
Really?
I wasn't. Yeah,
it's like a random lottery then basically.
I don't think it is. I think they're probably basing it on your account. They might be basing it on your Origin account. On how often you play games. It's probably not. I mean, they're being real strict about this. I guess some videos are leaking on the internet. Like people are putting videos out there and they're getting pulled pretty quick.
Yeah, they are. I've seen some leaks. I've been reading an article about it right now. Actually, they're saying there's some leaks about it. There's quite a bit of actual maps that you can play in the alpha. And there's other stuff. You know, they have a lot of weapons in the game and vehicles.
Yeah, I would love to play it, man. I was hoping I can get into the alpha. I would love to be playing that.
You're probably going to get into the alpha because you probably barely... You got your PC, you know, you barely got it.
Nah, because I have a big-ass mouth and they know I'll talk. They know I will, man. I'll be like, hey, guys, man, I'm going to text you guys in the chat. Don't tell anybody, but there's these guys and they shoot pew 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 pew. Yeah, I would love to be in that. But by the way, we do our podcast live on Twitch. We normally do it on Saturdays around 7 p.m. Today we're doing it on Friday because tomorrow is 4th of July. But on twitch.tv/horriblegamers podcast, gamers with a Z, you can come and join us in our chat. Right now we have Joey Blocksta and we have Matt White, Lazy Matt, in our chat. So
they're from the community. Thanks for coming, guys. Matt White asked a question: who has already pre-ordered Fallout 4? And we'll probably not haven't all pre-ordered Fallout 4, but we're all going to pre-order Fallout 4. And with that being said, we're all going to probably pre-order it digitally. Recently, as you all know, Fallout 4 was announced that once you buy Fallout 4, which is what Bethesda said at their conference, they're like, yeah, every copy of Fallout 4 will come with a copy of fucking Fallout 3. Well, guess what? News broke out recently, and that's not what they meant. What they meant was if you pre-order Fallout 4, we'll give you a copy of Fallout 3, limited quantities. So basically, you know, the guy came out. He said, he said about Fallout 3 being given away for free. He said if you go out and pre-order digital on Xbox Live, on Xbox One or whatever, you pre-order your Fallout 4 game, we'll send you a code like 7 to 10 days later to download the 360 version. Now he said we do not know when the 360 version will become backwards compatible or whatever on the Xbox One, but it'll happen maybe.
Okay. Well, that's a bummer. I was getting all excited. I was going to go pre-order it because I've been playing it on my 360, and I'd love to get that code and transfer my save game over and play that on my Xbox One as soon as possible.
They said it's not determined when they will make it backwards compatible, or if they ever will.
Companies be smart to make that happen because especially.
I mean, I was excited to play Fallout 3 when I heard it was coming out digital and you could get the code within 7 to 10 days after your pre-order. I was gonna go pre-order digitally, but now they're saying that it's only for the 360 version, which I don't have a 360 anymore. And so it's like, I don't know. Well, should I just get a physical copy instead? I don't know.
Well, if you do have a 360 and you never played Fallout 3, you gotta play it.
Yeah, and it's free. All you gotta do is go pre-order it. Isn't Fallout 4 only on the Xbox One and PS4 though, and PC?
Yes, sir.
So you must own one of the new generation systems. Don't go out and pre-order this just to get Fallout 3 for free because you can probably buy Fallout 3 pretty cheap used somewhere.
There's no way last gen could even handle Fallout 4. From what I've seen, it looks like a beast, man.
You can get Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition with all the DLC for probably $10 now.
Wow.
And the DLC is good and it's meaty.
I wanted to play that on PC when they had that Steam sale, but I guess Fallout 3 doesn't run on Windows 8.
Blockster
So,
said on the chat that he ordered 2 Pip-Boy editions for the Xbox One, or one for the Xbox One and one for the PS4.
me too. Same thing. I got one for the Xbox One, one for the PS4.
Them Pip-Boy editions, man, they're gonna. So that means when he goes and plays his PS4 version, he's gonna like switch out his Pip-Boy.
Yeah,
and
man.
put on the PS4 one.
He just wants. Hey, Blockster, you just want to scalp it, dude. How much you have it on eBay for?
Buys it for like $2,000 or something.
I'm
And
gonna,
he'll be the guy that somebody actually buys it off him for $2,000.
I'm just gonna get one and just wear it everywhere. I'll be in the grocery store line and just
It's like, hey guys, let me play with my
mess
Pip-Boy
with
real
my
quick.
Vault Boy.
He's like, what time is it? Oh, you want to know what time it is?
Hold on.
Like pulls up his sleeve. Big ass Pip-Boys under there.
Here you go.
Like,
Hold on,
oh.
I'll be
I
in the
got a phone
movie
call.
theater. It'll be all dark in there, but I'll have my Pip Boy all lit up. Be messing with my Vault Boy.
Blockster said he has it for $600 on eBay. So if you want a Pip-Boy edition, you hit up Blockster. He just has it for just $600. That's cheap. I mean, I would have gone like $900, but he has it for $600.
So, Brink, man, is there any, before we wrap this up, is there any games you want to talk about you're playing or anything?
We were just talking about it, man. I've been playing Fallout 3, just gushing over that game. Just sitting here for hours in front of my 360, just loving that game. I
Witcher?
forgot how great it was. Fallout 3.
Well, I know Witcher. Weren't you playing The Witcher?
Yeah, I played Witcher for a few hours. That game is growing on me. The more I play it, the more I like it. It's fun. It's a good game.
It's definitely a very well-made game.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it's really well put together. Once you get past all the kind of clunky menus and all that kind of stuff, get used to it all. Yeah, it's good. It's fun. Once you get better gear, it definitely gets a little easier. And once you get that dodge down, you got to dodge, man. You just got to tap B. Anytime you're around a monster, just B, 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 and you're just bouncing all over the place. They can't even hit you. You're like invincible.
Nice. Yeah. So your feelings on it have changed a little bit?
They are changing, yeah.
Nice. What about you, Jesus?
I'll definitely be playing The Order. I'll finish that up this week, and I'll go and play The Last of Us after that. Then after what you guys said about Batman, I'll probably go and try out Batman on the PS4 first, and then see how that goes for me.
The Batman's cool, man. Just you gotta sink a couple hours in.
I mean,
there
I want to go and
anything
play
interesting.
Payday 2 on the Xbox One, but fuck if that fucking dev team has not released a goddamn patch for it, dude.
Which seems
It's
weird
broken.
because usually
Yeah.
the remasters are always like nice to begin with.
That shit needs a patch for the menus. You can't get into a multiplayer match. You just can't. So it sucks. It's broken as hell. So I hope the dev team gets on their fucking ball and gets that going soon. So I really want to play that game.
All right, so
Yeah.
I guess that's a wrap.
It is a wrap.
Thank you for listening to episode 60 of the Horrible Gamers podcast. Don't forget to find us on Facebook. Send us a voicemail at 504-475-4497. We need some of your porta potty emails, voicemails. Bathroom. Just get in a bathroom or a porta potty and leave us a voicemail. It's fun. Send us an email at horriblegamerspodcast@gmail.com. Subscribe to us on YouTube and follow us on Twitter at horriblegamers. And also reach out and find Rob at King of Zed and Hook at CPTN space Hook. That's Captain Hook. And I am Sean, also known as Theycallmeiams. You can find me as Theycallmeiams on anything and everything, or Sean Fuller on other things. Thank you.
You know, every time I'm in the Porta-John at work, I think about the Horrible Gamers, and that's just weird. And blue Jetstream darts. But yeah, I'm Brink of Eternity, gamertag Brink of Eternity on Xbox Live, Facebook group Brink of Eternity on XBL.
And I am Jesuswalksalot. You can find me on Xbox Live, Jesuswalksalot. That's Jesus actually spelled like Jesus, walks a lot. And on PSN, you can find me Jesuswalksalot, but that's actually not spelled like the other one. It's spelled with the G, S-U-S, walks a lot. Find me on PSN, add me, guys. Let's play some games. Let's play that Planet Side 2 game. I want to try that out.
I think it gets deep though. I think you need to like really sink some time into that game.
I tried it. I started it, updated, and I was lost. I was like, where the fuck am I supposed to go? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I'm just like chilling.
Yeah, it's one of those free to play games where they want like you to sink time.
Yeah, it's like Defiance. I was lost forever in that game.
Yeah. So
anyways, that was a preview of next week's show.
What? By the way, Jesus is a liar. He doesn't walk at all. He has a nice car. What kind of car do you drive, Jesus? Because he drives a nice car from place to place. He might walk from the building to the car.
Jesus walks to cover when he's dying.
Yeah, dude, I walk to cover when I'm dying. I'm getting shot. I'm just walking.
Dude, he's keeping it real.
Enjoying the game. Yeah,
dude, you should change your name to Jesus Struts a lot.
But Jesus sprint to cover, you idiot.
No, dude. I mean, you gotta enjoy the game, dude. You gotta enjoy the bullets flying at you.
All right, guys.
Someone had to do that.
Anyways, guys, thanks for listening, and we'll hope to hear from you next week. Find us so you guys can send us some questions or something. We'd love to be in contact.
Send us at least 5 questions each.
Oh no, don't do that because that would take up way too much time. But just one question, 3 or 4 characters max. Thank you. Good night.
Oh yeah, and don't forget to look for CPT and Hook on Xbox Live, Facebook group, and King of Zed, who you can. Oh, did you say all that?
Yeah, it was the first thing I said.
You did.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
You can find him again. Yeah, it's King of Zed.
Oh, this is all. This is all going to be edited out anyway.
Show. All right, we're done.
Woo! Good show, guys.
Minus your loud ass Harrier Jet.
Fucking Harrier. Well, my bad. Next week I'll record upstairs, dude.
I was trying not to touch anything because if I touch anything, you can hear it. So I was like trying to which is cool.
That's
Keep
so
more
long. I
stamps.
have to buy a shock mount.
That's shock mount. You just gotta like not touch stuff.
Yeah.
You got it. I mean, I know it's hard to go 5 minutes without touching your penis, but you got to try harder.
Oh, we're still live. Blockstud, Matt, dude. Thanks, guys, for coming. Yeah, you guys suck. Well, not Joey, but Matt sucks.
Oh man. Let's go play PS4 now, guys. Brink, you'll love.
I'm gonna go eat dinner.
All right, man. Cool, man. We did about an hour. We did an hour and 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah, it's an hour.
But yeah, that was cool.
That's probably the shortest show we ever done.
Yeah. No, it's not because we done the Witcher. We did something episode.
We did a Mortal Kombat. That was like 30 minutes. And a Battlefield Hardline. That was like 30 minutes. Right? Bye, everybody.